Hello and welcome to Reema's Garden. I am Reema Gopalan. So in this video we are going to talk about what are sprouts, microgreens, greens and superfoods. Okay, so let's dive into it. So the first one is sprouts. So you must have used a lot of pulses or legumes as we call them, and you must have sprouted them, okay, and used it as a sabzi or dal. Those are the sprouts when they have just germinated. Okay, so what happens is once these seeds germinate, you have the first set of leaves, either two or one depending on whether it is a dicot or monocot. The first two leaves are cotyledons. Okay, those are not the true leaves, and once those two leaves come out, then the actual leaves come out. Now when you just let a plant grow to a point that only a very few actual leaves, the true leaves have come up, maybe one or two or five, that's it, and you cut them at that earlier stage, it is called as microgreens. Okay, so when we are talking about any kind of vegetables, in this scenario we'll take a leafy vegetable. So if you are using a leafy vegetable where the seeds have sprouted and grown to a point that there are only 4-5 leaves, they are very young, okay, and you harvest them, it would be called as microgreens. But on the second hand, if you let them grow to their proper age or let them mature and then cut them, that would be proper greens. Okay. Now why is microgreens in such vogue? For the same reason as sprouts, for the nutritional value. Sprouted pulses are more nutritious than the normal pulses. We all know this, and that's the reason we sprout them in the first place. Similarly, microgreens are a lot more nutritious compared to the proper fully matured greens, and that is the reason we consume. And microgreens are used, they are just not restricted to the leafy vegetables, they are grown up for various different vegetables and consumed. Now coming to the superfoods. First and foremost, understand that superfoods is not a scientific term, it is a marketing term which denotes that a food is highly nutritious. Now it can be used in context of fruits. It would be called superfruits, or vegetables, or beverages, or anything. Okay, so superfoods is basically a marketing term that you use for anything that is highly nutritious, and there are no set parameters and not a concrete way in which we can define something as a superfood. So today if something is called a superfood, tomorrow it may not be called as a superfood. Or today if the list doesn't include certain things, tomorrow it may include lot many more things. So whether it is cereals, pulses, microgreens, greens, fruits, vegetables, anything, everything has a superfood criteria to it, which is changing dynamically. So this is how it goes about. So do not get confused or overwhelmed by all the information that is thrown at you by internet. Just for a quick recap: sprouts, then you have microgreens, then you have greens, and then you have superfoods. So now if you want an example for something that would go into everything, is I can think of is amaranth. Okay, so if you have sown the seeds, they have germinated and grown to a height of say 1 or 2 inches, and you harvest them, that would be microgreen. If you let them grow fully and then harvest them, that would be a green. And because amaranth is highly nutritious, it would fall under superfoods as well. Thank you.